Chapter 4.5 is on linear equations with 3 or more variables. If we have the equation 2x plus 3y plus 4z equals 12, you express your answer as an ordered triple in alphabetical order, so x, y, z. And an example for this would be 4, 0, and 1. If you plug in that to the equation, you'll get a true answer. And how you graph ordered triples is on a 3D coordinate plane, which looks like this. But because we can't, when you're drawing it, you're going to be drawing it more like this, where you put in the y-axis as the horizontal, the z-axis as the vertical, and the x-axis as the diagonal. And then where the variables are is the positive axis. So the x-axis is coming out at you, allowing you to have a three-dimensional plane. A linear equation with 3 or more variables will give you a three-dimensional graph, which will look like a plane. And the plane is bordered by what are called the traces. And the most prominent trace is the xy trace, which is the line where the graph cuts the xy plane. And it is found by setting z equal to 0. So in our equation of 2x plus 3y plus 4z equals 12, you set z equal to 0, so you know that 2x plus 3y equals 12. And you can just solve for y. And so if you put in the slope-intercept form, y equals negative 2 over thirds x plus 4. And the other traces can be found the same way by setting the xz trace is found by setting y equals 0, and the yz trace is found by setting x equal to 0. And these 3 lines will give you the borders of the plane on the graph. Another thing is the intercepts, which is the value of a certain variable when all the other variables equal 0. And similar to 2D graphs, you find this by doing, like, say, 2x equals 12 when y and z are 0. So x equals 6. 3y equals 12, so y equals 4. And 4z equals 12, so z equals 3. And if we plot these points, you can see there the x equals 6, y equals 4, and z equals 3, and then the lines that connect them. And those lines would be the x, y, and z traces. So when you graph by the intercept, you A, find the intercepts, B, plot the points, and that's how you find your graph. So when you find the x-intercept, you set everything equal to 0. So 6x equals 24. So x equals 4. For y, it would be y equals 6. Or for z, it would be z equals 8. So we can plot our points. So x equals 4, right there. Y equals 6. And z equals 8. It would give us the plane like that. And then you can graph by trace. When you graph by trace, you have to find the 3 traces. So you have, and you find that by setting the other variable equal to 0. So to find the yz trace, you set x equal to 0. So you have negative 3y plus z equals 12. And then the xz trace is 2x plus z equals 12. And the xy trace is 2x minus 3y equals 12. And so that would give us and when we graph the traces, it would look like that, and that would be your answer.